Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome back to AttractPassion. I want to talk today a little bit about darkness and the light and why darkness is not bad, it's not evil, it's not negative. I want to get deeper into that conversation. I just had a truly beautiful conversation with a friend of mine who is also a great artist, painter, and we were talking a lot about darkness because if you know my art, my paintings are truly bright and colorful, but her paintings, some paintings are also bright and colorful, but other paintings are more like dark, and she's using different forms of skulls and spiders and things like that. And she said, like, some people started asking her, hey, why your art is so dark, what is wrong with it, or why I'm so scared about or of your art. And then I asked her, like, what do you think about your art? And she said, like, you know what, I'm always inspired by nature, and if you go outside in the nature, it's not just pink, it's not just all bright and colorful. You can also find dark spots, you can find different animals, and everything is a part of nature. Everything is a part of nature. So if we love colors and if we love all the bright things, why then we are afraid of the dark things and, you know, spiders or snakes or different animals, if it is all part of one thing? And I was so inspired by that because honestly, before I was also judging a little bit, not like, I don't want to judge consciously, but subconsciously I was judging her art as well at some point. But then when she explained that darkness is everywhere, and there would not be, you know, all the bright things if there would not be the darkness, and I want to bring it to you. And if the painting is always a reflection of an observer, you know, when you're standing in front of the painting and you're actually seeing in the painting the reflection of your own fears, of your own beliefs, of your own perceptions, then if you're looking into maybe a darker painting, it can just awaken your deepest fears. So if people are afraid of the painting, it means that the painting is awakening their own fears, so they can find out, oh, I can finally face with my fears. But most people don't understand that. But for me it was truly interesting because it's actually, she's creating healing paintings, because if you can recognize your own fears while you're looking into a painting, then this painting is helping you to understand more about yourself. So I want to talk about that concept, if it is a concept. It's more like a mindset about darkness and light. So if we have, you can see, if we have, like, here we have light, I will make it this way, this is light, and here we have darkness. And from spiritual perspective we would say light is the soul and darkness is something which is not soul, something evil. But let's look at from different perspective. If darkness can be only seen in the light, then light can only be seen in the darkness. And if we are like judging, oh, darkness is evil, it's bad, it's something negative, light is something good, something positive, heavens, it's actually one and the same thing, but described in different perspective. And one can't exist without another. And we all know that, you know, yin yang. So we all understand it, but we still don't use that knowledge in our personal experiences through life's challenges. So one can't exist without another. So if an artist is creating darker paintings, one could say, yes, this artist is in deep pain, so he's putting his pain out of him. But another one would say, this artist is a genius because he's bringing fear out of people. So he's doing a great job. But this artist needs to go through different challenges so he's able to paint something like that, right? So why people are afraid of the darkness? Because they are not dealing with their fears. Why we are afraid of the darkness? Because we are not dealing with our own challenges. I learned from my own personal experiences that when we are growing in life, I will draw stairs here. We are growing, Firstly, for me, it started, my spiritual growth started, I found a book which was kind of spiritual, kind of for personal growth. I started reading it and I felt so in love with that new knowledge. I started thinking and asking what else I have been told wrong, when I was raised by my parents and friends and all my environment, and I have been taught certain things, but what if all those things were just a lie? Because in this book I'm reading all other things, like we are capable of much more. I can be a successful businessman even if I will not go through I don't know how many colleges and get all this education from the system. We can do much more, but we've been told that we are so limited. And it was just a short example, but after I was reading that first book, which was for me for a personal growth, I started learning that process. I was raised by a certain way, but maybe the way I was raised is not even true. Maybe the truth is something totally else. Maybe I'm not just this physical being. Maybe I have superpowers. I don't know, because I don't know myself. But at that moment, I started growing. So I started reading more books. I started watching more videos with the similar kind of knowledge. And this growth was so fun, so interesting. But at some point, I came across a block. And this block was a separation then from what you are learning and what you are living. Can you understand it now? This is what I'm learning and this is what I'm living. So this is my personal reality and this is my knowledge that I'm gaining. And the block here was like another wake-up call, I could say right now. Okay, are you now willing to apply this new knowledge into your personal experiences, or you will still be just learning and learning and learning new knowledge but not applying it? So the first block appeared after reading many books, watching many videos. And this first block was then, it was, I could say right now, a dark moment. That's why some people are scared about this awakening and this new knowledge, or some would say, new age informations or knowledge. And when it comes to here, it's a big challenge. Because it's a big challenge to apply new knowledge into our personal experiences. So what you're reading, what you're learning, you need to start living it. You need to start putting that knowledge into your life and start walking that way. start talking that way, start thinking that way, and you will start emotionally feeling that way. Because after this block, this is a block, after this block comes another growth, but this growth will be totally different. So you will understand more soon about what I'm talking here. Because after this block that appeared, I started manifesting more things. I started experiencing more beautiful things, more like miracles, I could say. They are not miracles, it was all planned by me. I created it because I decided that I will start reading these books. But if we are just learning this new knowledge, we are actually not moving anywhere. We think, yes, I'm growing intellectually, but if we are not applying this new knowledge, we are still staying here. We know more, we can theoretically teach people somehow, but if we are not teaching from our personal experiences, then this knowledge is just a theory. So what I've learned in that block was I need to start walking that way. I need to apply this new knowledge. And it is a challenge. It is a challenge when it comes to applying knowledge into our personal lives. Like when I'm talking about manifesting, I'm talking about start thinking new thoughts, start emotionally awakening, like awaken the emotions of joy as you already have what you want. And this concept of manifesting, of creating new state of being seems so nice, seems so beautiful when we are watching those videos, because I was watching that kind of videos as well a few years back. But when it comes to truly applying it, not many people are willing to do it. And that's why we are still not creating many changes, because we are not applying the knowledge that we are learning. But sooner or later we will be facing with that darkness. And darkness is the block. The new knowledge is the light. The new knowledge is the light. But there comes the darkness, the challenge. You need to apply that new knowledge, because otherwise you will fall back again into darkness. Light, darkness, light, darkness. But the difference is here. If you're not applying new knowledge, you're not moving anywhere. So if this is light, you're falling back, darkness. And let's use some more colors. And you apply some new knowledge, you learn new knowledge, and you fall back because you're not applying new knowledge. So actually you are not moving anywhere. But what happens when we are facing with challenges? Okay, it's time now to apply what you know. It's time to apply what you know. Then you are going through that block. It's like light is going through the darkness. Here, we are moving through the darkness. It can happen when an entrepreneur is facing with hard times of, earning money, for example. And the darkness at that moment is not earning enough of income. So darkness is the moment when we are not earning enough of income. And light at that moment is, okay, think about what you have learned in your past and apply this new knowledge. And when this entrepreneur will apply this new knowledge, he will move through that block, through that challenge, and he will start shining. He will start experiencing new things, like he will manifest more money. And I said this entrepreneur story because I went through that challenge when I was stuck, and I could go back here because I thought, oh, I can find a job again to have this safe zone. I was blocked. I haven't earned any real money, so I don't know how I will pay my bills. It was in my past. But I decided, okay, I will apply the knowledge that I've learned, because I read so many books about business. I read so many books about spirituality, about personal growth, that I theoretically know how to move forward, how to move through that block. But personally, it would be much easier to fall back. So at that moment, my light would not be strong enough to go through the darkness, and the darkness would take control of my decisions. And because I decided I will shine brighter and I will apply the knowledge equals light into my personal experiences, I will shine through the darkness equals challenge. Darkness is challenge. Knowledge, applied knowledge, is light. If you can follow me here, type yes. Type yes in the comments if you can follow me here. So it's so important to understand why people are afraid of the darkness. Darkness is not bad. Like light is not good. It just is. Because that's how this three-dimensional reality works. It's made out of duality, but it needs to be this way. So why is that? Why is that, right? Duality. Because it's bad. It is separating us from our goals. But it's not really true, because if our soul is the light and our personal body I'm sorry again for the drawing. I draw it like I've never drawn a body before. But it's okay. It's okay. It's a little alien. We like aliens. Right. Okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter. If the soul is the light and the physical body is the darkness, because somehow it needs to be that way, I will make a video just about the nature of the soul. But for now it's enough to understand, if the soul is the light and the body is the darkness, the duality here is that the soul can't work without the physical body, because otherwise the soul can't experience the physical life. The soul can't experience life. The soul can't express itself without a physical body. So if the physical body is the darkness here, is it bad? No, it's not. We need physical body to express ourselves. So we started with the story of an artist, my great friend, but now we are going into a deep, complex topic, why darkness is not bad. So the question is how this can help us in our daily lives, and the answer is it can, because if we turn on the light at or in the darkest moments, we will move through challenge and we will experience new blessings. Here are new blessings, new manifestations, new state of being. We will feel better, we will feel more alive, and we will step higher on that state of being, the state of vibration, the mental state. Our mentality will raise, will go higher. And what we can experience at that moment, sometimes we can maybe lose friends or people around us, because we feel like we are not so much supported by our environment anymore. It's not bad, it's natural, because we are not on the same mental level anymore. As same as like someone who is addicted with alcohol, for example, and this person is constantly hanging with people who are also addicted with alcohol, and at one point when that person decides that he will stop drinking and he will go through the darkness, through the challenges of overcoming the drinking problem, the drinking challenge, at one point he will not be able anymore to hang with those people with whom he was hanging before, because his mental state will go higher. He will look on life differently, and those people will not understand him anymore. They will say, oh, he's mad, he's different, he's changed now. But actually he will feel much better. But at that point we also start attracting new people, new relationships, new money, or all different things. So the hard moments, darkness, are great, because only when we go through dark moments we can gain new knowledge. Only when we go through darkness we can shine brighter. Once again, only when we go through darkness we can shine brighter. That's why I think my friend is a genius who's creating this kind of darker paintings. I will post a link to her Instagram here so you can go and check out her art. And she's a genius because she's helping people to awaken their fears so they can face with their fears. And that's a huge gift. That's a huge gift. And I think all of us right now needs to face with our fears, because our fears are the reason that we are where we are. Collectively, look at us right now, those pandemics. People are wearing masks because they are afraid. And just look around ourselves, how we are treating our planet right now. The animals around us, the trees. And yesterday I read an interesting quote that we are destroying what we don't value, and we don't value what we don't understand. So we are only destroying what we don't understand. We are destroying our bodies because we don't understand how our bodies works. We are destroying our environment because we don't understand our planet. Right? It's true. We can see around us, look around us, and you will find the answer. So we don't understand the things, and the fear is coming from not understanding. If I don't understand that dark painting, maybe I'm afraid of it. If I don't understand the spider, maybe I'm afraid of it. But if we understand spiders, I used spiders because I know many people who are afraid of the spiders. But once I heard that spiders are bringing luck to our homes, which is a totally new approach on the spiders, for example, short example. So I think this video can help us to understand a lot about light and the darkness, and we need both. So from religion we also know light is a heaven and darkness is a hell. And hell is bad, heaven is great. If I will be good in my life's experience, I will go to heaven. If I will be bad, I will go to hell. That was a story that we have been told, and from that story we are looking on everything as good and bad, as scary as not scary, but everything just is. But it's hard, it's really hard to understand it. Like, everything just is. If I feel pain, it is a pain, it's a certain reason for that pain. I need to deal with it. I need to find the meaning of that pain. I need to find the source of that pain so I can know how to deal with it. I need to understand it so I will not be destroying my body anymore for creating more pain. Right? If we understand only what we don't value, start valuing your body more. But how to value it? You need to understand it. Our bodies are like powerful. Like, we have no idea how powerful our bodies are, how powerful, incredible this universe is. It's like, I think it's impossible to understand the full potential of everything, but at least what we can understand is that nothing is good and nothing is bad, everything just is. And if we look on life that way, everything will be much more beautiful, everything will be much easier, we will experience less pain, mental pain, and also we will be dealing with relationships with each other differently. So, you know, when we are arguing and we say that person is bad and I'm good, but what if that person is just a reflection of your own unsolved things in yourself, and that person is just a reflection, like I said, so that person is showing to you what you need to work on. That's another level of understanding life. And I will make a video as well about understanding the soul. It's an amazing story how I get into that knowledge, but I will explain more in that video. So write in the comments below if you would like to see a video about understanding the nature of the soul, so we will get into it. That's it for today, my friends. I'm sending you all blessings and love. Don't forget to check out this amazing artist. Link is in the description, and show her some love. Peace and love, my friends. Namaste.